One of the biggest concerns for cat owners considering buying a self-cleaning, otherwise known as automatic litter box, is whether their cat or cats will use it. After all, they are an investment. The cheapest good one costs about $300, and my favourite one is around $700, and the prices are much higher if you live outside the USA like me.
In this video, I will go through the simple steps to introduce your cat or cats to an automatic litter box for the first time. If you stick to these steps, you should have great success.
But naturally, cats are cats, and some will still refuse, but that's very rare. I will not go into all the fantastic benefits of buying a good automatic litter box. My recent video does this and features my 6 recommendations, which are actually 7 now. It explains how, with the correct box, you have potentially life-saving health tracking with them. I also go into many of the other benefits and features, as well as some other stuff. And there's also a big section showing their safety features, which are the most important things to look for. So make sure you watch it if you are looking to buy one. And there's discounts for all of my recommendations in the description. I've never had a cat refuse to use a self-cleaning litter box, despite 4 of my 6 being rescues from the Greek island of Skiathos. Archie is from the bins by the main road, Jimmy from the forest by the old dump, and Harriet and Sevi are from Elaney Beach. Harriet was about 2 when I rescued her, and Sevi was about 14.
Severus!
For all their lives, the beach was their giant litter box. You couldn't get more of the opposite to a self-cleaning litter box than this.
Oh, I missed you too.
There are things which could cause you issues. For example, if the box that you've bought is too small inside for your cat, or perhaps your cat has mobility issues and the entrance is too awkward to get into, it's too high, or perhaps they're not used to an enclosed litter box and that's what you bought, because most of the good ones are enclosed. There's one which I do recommend that's open, but the enclosed ones are better. These are things which you need to take into account and do some research before buying them. And yeah, watch my videos. They should help you a lot.
To illustrate the steps, I've tried to use my cats as much as possible, but getting them to use a manual tray wasn't easy, as was getting them to refuse to use an automatic litter box. So occasionally I'll be using some very expensive cutting-edge visual effects to illustrate some of the steps. The main reason most people fail to get their cats to use their brand new self-cleaning litter box is they just plonk it down, add the litter, turn it on and expect their cats to just use it. This may work for some cats, but for any that are slightly timid or nervous, you could well scare them off for good when they see it autocycling for the first time. Getting them to use it after that will require a lot more work and patience. It may not even be possible.
You may get lucky by ignoring all of these steps, but it's not worth the risk. Don't rush it, be patient. And if you've got multiple cats, then you need to make sure you stick to this until they're all using it.
Usually, with multiple cats, you have multiple litter boxes, but it's rare for people to risk buying more than one self-cleaning box at the same time. Most people will see if their cats use the first one before committing to another one. Even though I'm very confident that they will use them if you follow this guide, it is the smart thing to do, especially if you don't know how many you'll actually need. Because with automatic litter boxes they always have a clean litter bed, many people, including myself, have found that they all happily share one machine. When I had 5 cats, they all happily used one Litter Robot 3. But it comes down to your cats and also how big your home is. It's always good to have a second machine when you have multiple cats, in case there's a problem with one of them, and to eliminate manual trays entirely. And this will also mean you'll get accurate data about their usage from them. In an ideal world, you should put your new box in the exact same place as your manual tray, as this is where your cats are used to going. It's entirely possible that you won't be able to do this if there's no space or you don't have a power socket nearby, as they all need power to work. If this is the case, move your manual tray to where it will be before you buy your automatic box so they can get used to going to the toilet there. Once they use it in that place without issue, then it's time to buy one. Once it's all set up, keep the manual box as close to it as possible still. Going into the app settings to turn off automatic cleaning is super important. Not all machines have this option though, and some will be called something else. For example, with the Litter Robot 4, you have to put it into sleep mode with the same start and end time for each day. But in sleep mode, it won't tell you if a cat has used it, unfortunately. But other machines will. For example, the PETKIT machine's kitten mode will still let you know if a cat has gone in. If your machine has no option to turn off automatic cycling in any way, then simply keep it unplugged for now. What we're doing here is using the automatic litter box as a new manual box. It's a strange looking manual box, that's for sure, but this is the crucial step that so many people don't follow. Automatic litter boxes work best with clumping litter, especially clumping clay litter. Some other types might work, but most don't. Now, if you don't use this litter in your manual tray, then this is another step that you might need to take. You can immediately put the correct litter in the automatic box to see if they will use it, but to be cautious, I recommend mixing it in with some of the manual tray's litter. What will encourage them to use the automatic box is if it smells like their usual box, so putting a little bit of used litter in there often helps. And remember, keep automatic cleaning off throughout this time. If they've used a new box, then you can run a manual cleaning cycle when your cats aren't around, or just scoop it out yourself. This might be the best option if the litter in there is too big to go through the filter gaps. If any of your cats are not using it, then let the manual tray get dirty. This will hopefully encourage them to use the automatic box, which is nice and clean. Positive reinforcement can be a good way to get them to use it. If you see them go in it, then as they come out, give them a treat. Never tell them off for using the manual tray. Some people have had success using litter attractant and even putting catnip in the automatic box. I've never needed to do either of these things, but you could try it if you are still having issues. For me, it's simply come down to getting them used to the cycling action and also a new litter type. If you're really struggling to get them to go in it, especially if they've been scared off after seeing it cycle, then you could also try putting in some treats like this. This won't make them start using it as a litter box, but it will hopefully take some of the fear away from it. As soon as your cats are using the new box, then remove the manual tray. But still keep automatic cleaning off for now. Again, this is the main reason the cats won't use it. They can get scared of it. Trigger a cleaning cycle, either from the machine's control panel or the app, but you must be next to it when you do that. And look at how your cats are when they see this. If they look scared, if they run away, then you have to be more patient. Don't turn automatic cleaning on until they're using it without issue and are comfortable with the cleaning action. Hopefully they'll be so at ease with it that they'll even go up close to watch it. You may find that your cats love the cleaning rotation so much that they keep jumping in it every time it cycles. Don't worry, it's a new cat toy to them, so they'll get bored of it eventually.
How long this process will take is, well, it's a bit like how long's a piece of string. Depends on your cats and how well you stick to this. But it should be around about a week or less, hopefully. Be longer if your cats are more timid.
To monitor if your cats are using the new box and how they are interacting with it, I strongly recommend putting a camera on it if possible. If not, then have one outside it. The Litter Robot 4 has a USB port under the bonnet, which makes powering it super easy. Barely an inconvenience. In the US, they sell this camera mount, but at the moment, not anywhere else. Don't worry, a bit of heavy-duty Velcro will do the trick just fine. The PETKIT PureBot Max and Ultra have cameras built into them, which is fantastic. Although you have to pay a monthly or annual fee to see clips older than 1 day. Having a camera on the machine is one of the best ways to help with the health tracking of your cats. And to see just how important this can be, make sure you watch my previous video. Please remember that cats need to be a certain weight before you should use automatic cleaning. This varies machine to machine, so check the instructions. Yes, even if you are a man, this is one of the rare exceptions to our rule of never reading instructions.
Hopefully the transition from a manual box to an automatic box will go smoothly after watching this video.
Just remember the key things. Turn auto cleaning off and put some of their old litter in the new machine. And very importantly, be patient.